Hey everybody, Shannon here. So something pretty exciting happened this week. The Wisebread people, they write the #1 personal finance blog on the web, something I love reading and have been for a year, but they put out their book, 10,001 Ways to Live Large on a Small Budget. And I was lucky enough to get a copy to review for you, so that review's on the site if you haven't checked it out. You can see evidence of my note-taking right here. But they also gave me the opportunity to talk to one of their writers, Carrie Kirby. She is a frugal shopping maven. In this part of our interview, she's going to talk about a couple of her articles in the book, one about grocery shopping on a budget, and also how to cut cable out of your life and cut the cable bill out. Let's hear what she has to say. Well, let's talk a little bit about your articles in the book. You have an article called 10 Things I've Learned While Grocery Shopping on a Budget. And in that article, you say, shopping frugally is worth the time, but that's a commodity a lot of women are short on, so especially those who work outside the home. So how do those women make frugal shopping work?
There are some things that you can do to cut your grocery budget that once you start doing them do not necessarily take you extra time every week. And I think if you are working full-time or if you're just short of time in general, that's what you should focus on. You probably won't be able to get into coupons, which saved me so much money. But, you know, like the title of the post was Things I've Learned by Shopping on a Budget. And that's actually the first thing that you can do that does not necessarily take a lot of extra time, is just to set that budget and keep that budget in mind when you're shopping, and don't go beyond it. Even if you feel like you need more stuff, just go home when you have reached that budget. That doesn't take you any extra time. And you may have a little hard time getting through the week at first, but, you know, it kind of pushes you to figure things out. You know, I mean, there are certain nutritious vegetables that are cheaper than other vegetables. Carrots, potatoes, cabbage, you know, and it doesn't take any longer to buy those things than it takes to buy, you know, arugula and even though I love asparagus, you know, asparagus every week, season is going to add up to a lot.
Right.
So, you know, there are habit things you can change that are not necessarily time consuming, that are more like mindset changes.
Okay. You have another article called 4 Tips for Cutting Out Cable Without Missing Your Favorite Shows. Sounds pretty tempting. So do the alternatives really work for you, especially in a house with little kids that probably love their cartoons?
Yeah, they work for us. We actually haven't, my husband and I lived together starting in college way back when, and we haven't had cable since college. And even then it was just because the people across the hall had it and they like gave it to us for free. So, you know, but what has changed for us is that we miss out on so much less these days. You know, I mean, there are all these great cable shows that people are talking about, and with Netflix, with Hulu.com and things like that, we can watch whatever series we want. I personally am not somebody who always made the time to sit down at a certain time to see a show when it was being broadcast, so I might have ended up missing them even if I had cable. So being able to use the internet, you know, as a time delay thing and have it still be free is like a great thing for me. The only people I think really need cable are sports fanatics. You know, my father could not live without cable television because he needs all his sports games. And it's kind of sad that, you know, the sports franchises have sent so many games over to cable. You know, it really forces people who feel like they must see every game to subscribe to cable, which is a pretty big expense for those couple hours a week.
So that was the first part of my interview with Carrie Kirby. Later in the week, you'll see the second and third portions. In one part, she'll talk about leaving her career as a newspaper reporter in San Francisco to do the stay-at-home mom thing. And then she'll talk about how she sticks to a grocery budget of $80 a week for a family of 4, soon to be 5, in the Chicago area. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'm Shannon Patterson.